Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have landed on what seems to be a huge school of fish. Let's talk about some of the things to do to maximize your success when you think you have a school located. The first fish I land on this spot is small, but experience has taught me that in Florida, where there is one, there are more. One of the mistakes I see anglers make, especially in Florida, is not capitalizing on a spot once they catch a fish. In this case, this first fish is just the start. It's not uncommon for a big one to be one of the first, if not the first, to bite on a spot.
Giant. He'll be crying himself to sleep tonight on his huge pillow.
There are factors that I key in on when I think I've located a school. First, how hard the fish strike the lure can be telling on if there is competition for food with other fish nearby. Second, and more obvious, did you catch another one on the next cast? Usually when you catch one, you can catch multiples in a row on consecutive casts. Once I catch a fish in a spot, I slow the boat down either by deploying my raptors or with spot lock, depending on what the wind is doing. Then I make repeated casts to the general area to see if there are more around. Now, if you're using live scope, you can scan around to see what you've located. Today I don't have mine hooked up, so I'm employing an old school triangulation technique and watching my track on my graph to pick it apart. You'll notice that I begin to circle the area, fan casting, slowly closing in on the sweet spot. This does two things. It gets you dialed in, but it also changes the direction your lure comes through the area. Fish get conditioned quickly to your presence, also to your lure, and of course to being caught. But by changing your angle, and even changing your bait, you can keep fish biting. If you enjoy this content and find it helpful, please hit the like button and share the video, and ultimately subscribe for more content to help you become a better angler. If I had caught the first one and kept on moving without dissecting the area, I would never have realized the potential of the spot. Something I preach on my trips is don't fall in love with yesterday's memory. In this situation, the area I was catching fish around the days before has seen significant boat pressure, and it always seems that when this happens, the school will break up and a lot of fish will move off. Not very far, but just enough to get away from the boats. I'm 100 yards off the stuff I had been fishing when I locate this group. Fishing pressure will definitely drive fish to move. Check out this fish. Look what she's got down her throat. Another Zoom June bug worm. That's crazy. She must like these plastic. I'm throwing a worm to catch these fish because the water is still warm, stained, and the conditions are slick calm. However, if it was breezy and a little later in the year, a more aggressive approach like a jerkbait or chatterbait would see the lion's share of casts. And as the water clears up, top water would definitely play heavily. I end up catching close to 20 fish in less than 2 hours, all within a 50-yard circle, all due to understanding how fish set up in schools in the grass. Apply these tips and see if you can maximize how many you can catch in a spot, and if you are able to unlock the clues when schools are in session. Till next time, tight lines.